all, good morning. This is Smrita here. So yesterday we looked at the various qualifications that are recommended after you finish your university in order to strengthen your chances of landing up with a good job in investment banking. So today I would like to touch upon the various branches or various opportunities that are available within investment banking. So the first one is in mergers and acquisitions, and the second one I would like to talk about is being a specialist in capital markets. Okay. In terms of mergers and acquisitions, what is a merger and an acquisition? Simply put, a merger is when two or more companies combine or merge together to form a new company. And an acquisition is where one company purchases or acquires another company. So for example, mergers and acquisition came to play when Facebook acquired Instagram. Okay. So the role of an investment banker in mergers and acquisitions is really to, talk to the stakeholders and, convey what are the financial impacts of, the mergers and acquisitions to their company. Okay, so what we mean by that is, say when two companies are merging, together, there might be part of the company that is not doing well. So that gets segregated then, and it's sort of removed from the new company that's being formed, and maybe that is then sold off to another company. So that's kind of like debt restructuring. So these are aspects that an investment banker looks at to see for both parties what is the best way that the companies can either combine together or acquire, so that both companies benefit out of it, and ultimately the shareholders benefit. So as you can imagine, it does require mathematical abilities, because it's dealing a lot with numbers, especially when you're consolidating positions, as I said, restructuring, selling, all of that requires looking at the numbers and making sure it's viable. Okay. Now, the second career that you can be in is a specialist in capital markets. Okay. So what does the term capital markets mean? So capital markets is essentially the market in which long-term securities are bought and sold. So what we mean by long-term is where the tenure is more than 1 year. Okay. Now securities can be equity-backed securities, or it could be debt. So for example, long-term debt as well. And a specialist in capital market looks at the various financial management techniques in order to identify and manage financial risk. Okay, so there are different kinds of financial risks that can occur. So I'll touch upon that in a separate episode. And as a specialist in the capital market, their job really is to come up with various risk models and techniques in order to assess and quantify the risk, and then come up with risk management techniques, which is essentially either risk acceptance or you kind of come up with mitigations. Okay, so I hope this segment was useful. Take care, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Bye bye.